Well, it's the perfect time to be outside, soaking up the sun and putting your feet into some flippy floppies as you enjoy some iced tea. If you are looking for just the right spot to do this, well, you have arrived at the destination. Let's talk about this. Hey guys, my name is Jesse Weiser and I'm a local realtor here from Springfield, Missouri, and today we are talking about the great outdoor activities in the area. This ranges from fishing, camping, swimming, and the whole 9 yards. Also, don't forget, if you haven't joined our Experience Springfield, Missouri Facebook group, I'd highly recommend joining it so you get a closer look at what all Springfield and the surrounding areas have to offer. Alright, first up, let's sink a hook into one of these places. We're going fishing! You'll want to head out to Table Rock Lake. This is an hour away in Branson, but it's one of the biggest lakes in the area where you can find a nice catch. There is bass, bluegill, crappie, paddlefish, and walleye here in the lake. Also, there's Fellows Lake, which is about 4 miles north of Springfield, but this place does require a permit in order to catch anything. Here you can find largemouth bass, muskellunge, walleye, crappie, and channel catfish. There's also Stockton Lake, and it's known for finding crappie fish. It's one of the most well-known in the state. This is 55 miles north of Springfield and is a bit of a drive, but the rates of catching fish are much higher. You can also find some white bass, largemouth bass, walleye, and channel catfish. It's also just a nice place to go to. One last one is Lake Taneycomo. This is also down by the Branson area, and this place isn't known for the regular bass or crappie. It's known for trout fishing. You can find rainbow and brown trout here in its waters. Those are all really great areas to go. You can also find smaller lakes to fish around, but why would you go to the smaller ones when you can go to the big ones? Now, how about some camping? I never really did a lot of this growing up, but I know a lot of you love doing this. So we looked up some of the favorites and some of them kind of surprised me, so let's dig right into them. Now on the top of this list is the Springfield Route 66 KOA campground. It's a comfortable campground that can hold rigs up to 90 feet in length. There is places to fence your dogs so they aren't on a leash all day. Deer Lake Golf Course is right next door, and there's even basketball too. There are other games and even a pool. And it's a really clean place that so many have loved over the years. The Cook's RV Motor Park can fit rigs up to 50 feet in their park. The owners will do a lot to help out their customers, and it's a place that feels very safe. There's a pet bathhouse, and it even has a hot tub. I know some of you are looking for that out there. For those of you who love James River, you have Hootentown Canoe and Rental Campground. Here you can also rent canoes and float up and down the river as well. Now that's the biggest bonus right there. They also have a Smokin' on the River restaurant or a camp store there for meals. It's a pretty clean area too. America's best campground, of course, if you have a name like that, it's gotta be the best. It's close to Branson where they have plenty of good campgrounds since it's a tourist destination. This area is beautiful and hilly, and this place is built onto a slope. They have basketball, horseshoe games, a pool, and a spa. Now that's actually really fancy. If you want to see places in Branson, make sure you check out this video right here. Just go on, just click it. You might as well just check it out. Now some of the best urban camping is at RV Express 66. It has paved roads and concrete sites, so it can house any type of vehicle. Each site has a picnic table with it. All of the facilities are incredibly clean, and it's also close to a few places to eat. So if you want to camp, but also not too far away from places to go, this is the place to be. James River Outfitters is the place to go to when you are wanting some space for camping. You can even float here. They take a shuttle to drop people off near the river where you can raft or paddle a canoe through wildlife. It sounds like a ton of fun. One other I'd like to mention is Paradise in the Woods or Rustic Woods RV Park. To me, this one stood out because of its style. They have a pavilion, a nice cabin where people can watch movies, relax, or have their kids play. It's well maintained as well. Man, I'd love to check out some of these after seeing them. Love it. Next on this list is swimming, but this was a hard one because we had to narrow it down to the top few. I will let you know, you may want to just look this one up on Google and go to the place that is nearest to where you live. But since you're watching this video, we're going to let you know about our favorites. First on this list is Dive Ventures, and let me tell you about this place. Here you can get lessons for not only swimming, but for diving as well. They have scuba training, scuba gear sales, and travel opportunities. It's a safe and fun experience, so if that is something that you like, then definitely go. I didn't even know we had a place like that around here. We also have a few of the family centers like the Chesterfield Park or the Doling Park centers. Both are owned by the city of Springfield. In both of these, they have big pools and other amenities like walking trails, a lake, a playground, and things of that nature. Others we noticed were Fast Night Pool with a park and hiking trails nearby. Westport Pool has a playground that kids can play. A couple more are Silver Springs Pool, Green Meadows Pool, and Spring Creek Pool. Honestly, some of your best bets are with the community centers. And make sure that when you look up pools, it's not a neighborhood pool. When it comes to hiking, you've heard me say before that there are a lot of places to hike and to get around. Missouri is definitely known for the great outdoors. Also, this is something else I'd recommend starting with something close to you. One of the favorite places around Springfield is the Lake Springfield Park Boathouse and Marina. Here they have the lake with many activities and it has some beautiful sights. This is an area where you can fish as well. There's also the Springfield Conservation Nature Center on the southeast side of Springfield. Their trail goes out into the fields and forest areas. They even have places to view some of the wildlife there since it's so secluded. We've seen turkey, we've seen snakes, hate snakes, we've seen spiders, hate spiders, we've seen frogs. I love frogs. We've seen stuff, okay? Regardless of what we've seen, the Nature Center is my favorite in the area. One other big one is the South Creek Greenway Trail. This one is so cool because it goes across a huge section of Springfield. It begins in McDaniel Park near Sunset National and weaves its way through 6 miles west, almost all the way to Highway 160. This has many forests and urban settings you walk through because you get to walk across the bridge over Campbell. It even goes through the Botanical Center and connects to the Wilsons Creek Greenway Trail at Towd's Trailhead. One of the other really big trails is the Frisco Highline Trail. While this is technically in Willard, it's very well known for the area because it was once a part of the railroad named after it. You could start in Willard or you can start in the northwest of Springfield. It stretches from northwest Springfield all the way close to Ash Grove. There's also the Wilson Creek Greenway Trail and the Galloway Creek Greenway, just to name a few. I really could go all day about these trails, but those are the most well-known trails that we've found. It's hard not to find trails all over the place, sometimes even if you're not looking at them. Boom! Holy moly, there's a trail right there. We will link the Ozark Greenways website in the description if you are looking for one that's near you. Now remember, we are in the Ozarks after all, so there's a lot of them, so please enjoy. We will link some resources below, so please be sure to like and subscribe for more videos with content just like this. We will be seeing you in the next video right over here, so please let me know down in the comments if you have been to any of these parks or pools or trails or anything of that nature. We love you guys. Have a good one. I'm not even a boxer. I don't know what I'm doing.